Okay, I got the transceiver module hooked up. I'm not going to be using the computer interface right now, the firecracker. I'm just going to be using the zapper that comes with the little kit you buy when you buy a firecracker. These are set to A, and this is usually set to A1. This is set by default to A1, on and off. Alright, so I got my garden hose. Alright, so here we have one completed rack. The 10 vinyl tubes on it. It's going to want a pallet frame right here. It's kind of relatively straightforward. Basically PVC cement, some elbows, a T, cement the thing together. Piece of pipe, garden hose adapter fitting. Like that, and the garden hose hooks up right here. I don't have to tell you how to cement PVC. You can find that elsewhere on YouTube if you don't know how to do it on the internet. But the thing I wanted to point out was that you should, if you're going to do it this way, I'll point out in a later video why you really shouldn't. There's a better way of doing this. If you do it this way, don't put the end caps on yet. Wait on that. Let this cure. Put on the garden hose fitting, and then have it so that the tubes are pointing upwards. Have it so the tubes are all pointing upwards. Hook it up to the water supply, and turn on the water. And run the water through it. Get any little dust or particles of PVC out of there. Make sure you get out, clear all that. Have the tubes all pointing up so that it doesn't want to go into the tubes. With the two ends open, it's not going to want to go in the tubes anyway. That just adds a gravity is further incentive for the water not to go up the tubes. Now once you're done with that, you slap the end caps on, and that should be the end of that. There's a picture of one of the ends. Like I said, I just basically put a screw to it, epoxied it, stuck it in boiling water, put the screw in there to expand the vinyl a little bit without tearing it, let it cool, took the screw back out, spooged some Devcon plastic welder in there, reasonably large amount, and I screwed it back down. That's not going to leak a drop. All 20 ends are done like that. The pallet is almost completed. This one goes here, up on the top, and the other one goes down the bottom, opposing with all the tubes coming up. Now those of you who may have a high degree of intelligence, knowledge, and reasoning skills, particularly when it comes to plastics, you already know that that entire pallet assembly could be mass-produced in about 30 seconds using about 3 different plastic injection molding machines at a cost of about $5. It's nothing I have to tell you. The rest of you now you know. This concept will prove to be so efficient that it will eventually replace open land farming. Open land farming will not be able to compete against it. I guess we need to see it in operation first, improve the economics, and that's what we're setting out to do here. An interesting observation here. In this trailer park, they took out all the evaporative coolers and replaced them with air conditioners. And this 1/4-inch vinyl tubing, which the manifold is made out of, was used in considerable quantity to feed the water lines to the evaporative coolers. And when they took out all the evaporative coolers, replaced them with air conditioners, I asked the landlord if I could have the old stuff, and he said, fine, take it, get it out of here. And so I grabbed it up. And a lot of what's in this spraying manifold is actually this old stuff. It's like 10, 15 years old. Out in the hot Oklahoma sun. Get down to like 10, 15 degrees in the wintertime. 105, 110 sometimes in the summertime. 10, 15 years this is out there. Pressurized with water, feeding water to the evaporative coolers. There is not a single molecule of calcium or lime inside there. Not one. It is perfectly clear. You think calcium and lime buildup is actually going to be an issue? I personally fail to see it. Literally.